Why are we having an election? Welcome to the BG Show. It's your boy BG, and that's one of many questions you all have been sending us and asking and looking for answers to. So yes, here we are in an election here in Canada, and we are gonna answer your top questions. But before we even do that, I need you to do the homework, meaning subscribing to this channel right now, tapping that notification bell, and follow us on all of our social media. So we're calling this episode Election 101 because we want to make sure that you guys have all the answers that you need so you can make an informed decision and so that you can go out and exercise your democratic right, and that means voting. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first question, and probably the most popular question we got, was why are we having an election? And it's a great question. So let me break it down for you. Basically, we're having an election because Justin Trudeau called one because he says Canadians should get a chance to vote on which direction they want to see Canada go in after this pandemic. In fact, we have some receipts, so take a listen to what he had to say when he called one.
After making it through 17 months of nothing like we've ever experienced, Canadians deserve to choose what the next 17 months, what the next 17 years and beyond will look like.
Oh, this was a good question that we got. What is the difference between a minority government and a majority government? Okay, so basically, a minority government is a party that wins most seats in an election, but not more than 50% of the seats, which means that they have to work with another party to gain that 50% support to pass bills and stuff like that. Now, a majority government is basically when a party wins 50% or more of the seats in the House of Commons, and they can do whatever they want because they don't need the support of any other party. And let me tell you this, parties love to win majority governments because they don't like to be told what to do. Okay, question number 3. How many ridings are there in Canada? This one's pretty easy. There are actually 338 ridings in Canada, and that means a party needs to win at least 170 of those ridings to form a majority government. Who are the 5 major political party leaders? I got the answer for you. There's Justin Trudeau for the Liberals, Erin O'Toole for the Conservatives, Jagmeet Singh representing the NDP, Annamie Paul representing the Green Party, and Yves-Francois Blanchet for the Bloc Québécois. They're basically the separate party based in Quebec. Question number 5, and a lot of people ask this one. On voting day, do I vote for the Prime Minister I want? Technically, no. You're not gonna see any of those party leaders' names on your ballot unless you're in their riding. So let me explain. When you vote, you actually choose a local candidate who represents their party of choice. So even the party leaders themselves have to run as a candidate in one of Canada's 338 ridings. Now, the candidate who becomes elected then becomes a member of parliament, also known as an MP. Now, the leader of the party that has the most MPs after the election usually becomes prime minister. Ooh, this is a popular question and a complicated one too. Can you explain what first past the post means? Sure, I'm gonna try to simplify this. Okay, so basically, first past the post is Canada's system on how we vote. And how it works is the candidate in each riding who gets the most votes wins. Now, the problem with first past the post is that a candidate doesn't necessarily need the majority of votes in their riding to win. They just need more than their rivals. So let me explain. For example, if a Liberal candidate gets 30% of the vote in their riding, but the Conservative candidate gets 25%, and the NDP candidate also gets 25%, and the Green Party candidate gets 20%, then technically 70% of voters in that riding chose someone else other than the Liberal candidate. But because the Liberal candidate received the highest out of the bunch, then they win, meaning the rest of the 70% of votes actually don't matter. Did that make sense? Oh, I love this question. Can I vote in the election? Yes, but to vote in the federal election, you do need to check off at least 3 boxes, such as you need to be a Canadian citizen, you need to be at least 18 years old on election day, and you have to prove your identity and address, so no frauding the system. And probably the most important question is, when is Election Day? September 20th, 2021. Listen, I hope you enjoyed those answers and hopefully this helped this Election 101 special. And I want to also let everybody know that we are actually going to be having one-on-one conversations with all of the major party leaders right here on the BG Show, with our first one coming out this Wednesday with Green Party leader Annamie Paul. So you don't want to miss that at all. Also remember this, we drop Music News every Tuesday and Friday, and we might drop a few more throughout the week too because it is so busy. So if you do have any news stories, email us, news@brandongonashow.com. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, tap that notification bell, and follow us across all of our social media. We will see you soon. Love, BG. Bye.